Yep, flip of the road. Jake turning at peak to peak on Magnolia Road, and we've just done all the hill climbs out into a really strong headwind, and now we head back all downhill and a tailwind. How you feeling?
All right.
Easy part coming up.
Yeah, I guess it'll get a lot better.
All right, mate, we've got the downhill and we've got a tailwind. How you feeling?
A lot better than the way out.
Now, this is your last Magnolia Road run before Boston, and you've done a few of these. What's the weather been like each time you've come up here?
Windy and cold.
So, tradition.
Yeah. If that's what Boston throws, we'll be ready for it.
Awesome.
I'm not tasting pennies anymore, so that's good. We're we got.
10 more minutes to go. About a minute to go.
2.5.
Keep climbing. All right, buddy, we just got back down from a really cold and windy run at Magnolia Road. We told everyone that we'd check back in again after the Cooper River Bridge 10K. How did the race play out?
Certainly not what I would normally hope for a race 2 weeks out. I do think it was a step in the right direction after Gate River went pretty poorly. A lot of this buildup has been a little bit tougher than past buildups. I've been having to deal with kind of feeling like I'm chasing fitness and especially in the longer quality efforts, just not quite being able to close them out how I would normally like to. So, we've been looking at a bunch of other stuff beyond just what's happening in training. So, there's some nagging issues, my peroneals we've been dealing with, and I think we're finally on a good track to addressing that. And then some kind of iron D3, some diet issues that I wasn't addressing properly that I think now that I am, will hopefully kind of build on some of that momentum and really freshen up these last 12 days or so before Boston.
When we chatted last time after Gate River, you're obviously fairly despondent, and we're now 12 days out from Boston. How are you feeling mentally? And you've just said that you've identified a couple of issues that are potentially reasons as to why you've been a bit flat and feeling a bit vulnerable. So leading into the last 12 days now, what will be the plan and how will you keep correcting what you're doing?
I think a big part of it is really trying to make sure I freshen up. Like I said, I think I've been chasing some things and I just had low energy levels, and I think that's made it harder to recover from workouts, and then really get the most out of training. So really focus on taking the easy runs easy, with the 1 or 2 more quality sessions, get them in, but not worry too much about trying to pack more hay in the barn. I think a big part of the despondency before or after Gate River was didn't really know why I was feeling so bad, right? It's really frustrating to kind of keep banging your head against a wall and not understand why things aren't working, especially when they've worked in the past. So I think now that I have a clearer idea of like what was causing some of those issues, and I'm taking steps to address them, I'm feeling a little bit more optimistic. So yeah, hopefully that translates into a good Boston.
And where are we from what performance you thought you might be putting on the table a month ago to now 12 days out? What are your expectations now going into the race?
I might have to reset expectations a little bit. Boston it's a hilly course, it's a tough course, right? Conditions can be all over the place, and with the depth of the field out there, like it could go a whole bunch of different ways. I think whereas earlier on I might have expected to like really try and be kind of at the front mixing it up and trying to throw some of my own punches. I think we might be a little bit more conservative to begin with and then see how things play out. But try not to take any options off the table, right? If I'm feeling good at 15, 16, 17, then I'm feeling good at 17 miles, so let's go out and smash it. But maybe not put myself in too much of a hole early on.
All right, well, 12 days out, as you said, so I guess we're going to check back in with you as soon as you cross the finish line at Boston.
Yeah, right. Cross that line directly to the video. Sounds good.
Sounds great.